professional.
I don't use Twitch.
Yeah, why do you have a Twitch account?
I stream for a little bit.
TikTok too.
I stream for a little bit. I don't post on TikTok. I just do it for the funny videos.
So you have to. You admit it.
Yeah, I just will scroll, dude. It's endless. It's literally.
So you like
mindless.
TikTok, but you don't like cheesecake. So.
Yes, exactly. The best of both worlds.
Just so you guys know what kind of person we're dealing with.
Go ahead and put it closer, George.
Yeah, put it in your mouth.
Yeah, just put it like, act as if it's me.
Stick it up your butt.
Dude, I was here earlier. Dino was like, it doesn't matter. He was like, whatever you feel. I was like, Dino.
That's funny.
Do you guys shave your butthole?
Define shave. Like take a razor to it?
Oh, well, here we go. We're getting into it now. I gotta sit up for this.
I mean, dude,
I'm intrigued.
I mean, you gotta take a trimmer to it every once in a while, man.
A trimmer?
Like take a little trimmer with like a number 1 on it. That's what I use for down here.
So something you shave with your head?
Yeah, wash it,
And then
obviously.
you use a
But
number
Well, he didn't
guard?
say, would
Yeah.
you? He said, do
do
you?
you? Yeah, I do, yeah.
Okay. so
You trim your butthole?
I trim my pubes, and then if I'm feeling
He
it...
said butthole.
like,
Specifically.
I'll rub my butt cheeks, usually. I don't like shoving in my ass.
No.
Well, that's what
the
he said. He
hair-
said butthole.
Dude,
There isn't hair growing
you-
out of my asshole.
do you
How
have
would you
hair-
know?
Do you have
I don't
hair-
know.
Do
You
you,
spread your cheeks and look in the mirror?
I usually spread my cheek and with the razor a few times because there's hair in my ass cheeks.
oh, inside the ass cheek. So in the
Yeah.
crevice, there's hair coming out, right?
Yeah.
Around the anus a little bit?
Yeah, around my butthole.
Right.
This is getting really weird.
Right. No,
I mean, it happens to everybody else.
Yeah.
Everybody has butt hair.
everybody has butt, except women. I know some women that do, unfortunately.
Well, I mean, they choose not to sometimes. I mean,
How do you choose not to
they
have
wax
hair?
it or they
Oh,
get,
okay.
like
or
they,
whatever.
yeah, they like super wax it or whatever the fuck they do. I don't know. Something to make hair not grow.
Nair. Okay, so you get
Not sponsored.
so you get that shit at the barber, and you put a number 1 guard on it, and then you just dig in there, like you
Or
just
no
go
guard.
to town.
No, well, usually I just start here.
Fuck the
I gotta
front,
prep
you know.
myself first. I don't go straight to the butthole. I gotta lube it up, you know. No, but you
my
know what I
God.
mean. You know what I mean.
But you use a number 1 guard on it, right?
Yeah, because if you put a straight fucking
But-
trimmers onto it, that shit hurts.
But a barber clippers is like this long on the. It's like this wide, right?
it's like that wide on my trimmers.
Oh, you got a little small joint.
Yeah, they're not
okay.
huge.
Oh, I got you. You have a little small 1 guard on the little trimmer.
Yeah, my trimmers are not that wide. They're like
Oh,
this
because I
wide.
got the
Do you?
No, I'm not talking about like.
That's what I'm saying.
No,
Barber clipper. Because you said number 1 guard.
No,
and I'm
this is for like your beard clippers.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, no.
Okay, I thought you were just-
That'll hurt.
That's
Oh,
what
like
I
full on
That'll
hair
be-
clippers?
I
Yeah,
thought he
no,
said, he said
no,
number
no.
1 guard. I'm like, we're talking barbershop shit.
No, like a beard trimmer.
No,
Okay.
beard trimmers have guards too. though.
Yeah, number
Oh, I
1
didn't
guards
know.
on them. Yeah, my bad.
Okay.
For clarification.
No,
Yeah,
I
there you
mean,
go.
I didn't know. Okay, so you trim.
Yeah, trim it down every once in a while.
Okay.
He
all right.
manscapes.
Yeah,
He
you got
manscapes.
to.
Okay.
Got to. That shit gets annoying.
All right. Does were you forced to do that, or do you do that on your own?
I do that on my own because it's just uncomfortable.
Okay.
It's uncomfortable.
George, do you trim your butthole or shave it or?
No,
Whatever?
well, I think it. Now that I think about it, I think it just depends on the guy. Because some people, some people are like hairier than other people.
Yeah, some people are.
But I
Don't
really
have
don't
nothing.
have like a lot of body hair or anything like that.
You don't have hair on your butt.
I've never even thought about shaving my butthole.
So when you wipe your butt, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me not go there.
We already went there, dude.
all right,
Yeah,
so
we're
when-
already deep into
when,
it.
When you wipe your butt, right?
Deep in buttholes, yeah.
And you're getting into it. You're trying to finish the job, right? And you feel the hair. Do you feel the hair?
I don't even feel.
You
my
don't
hair
have
down
any
there.
hair.
How
You're
would you
just
feel it?
prepped and ready to go, George. You don't have
I mean,
nothing?
I'm not that hairy of a person, so I mean, that's what I'm saying. I've never even, that thought has never even crossed
What
my
do you
mind.
mean? You had a fro that reached the heavens at one point.
The hair on my head.
Yeah, that literally makes up
That
everything
took
else.
like 5 or 6 years to grow.
All right, okay.
I got a
all right.
question
Well,
for
you're
you,
lucky,
Dino.
bro. You're fucking lucky. You're lucky. What?
Do you look at the toilet paper after you wipe?
This was a big thing.
This is a big thing. It still is a big thing. Do you look at the toilet paper after you wipe?
Yeah. To
Okay.
see if I'm done wiping.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I don't do it the first wipe. I mean, like maybe the third or fourth.
No, yeah. Yeah. The only time...
I mean, who looks after the first wipe?
Yeah, that'd be weird.
Nah, yeah.
It's got to be clean now.
Use a whole fucking glob.
All right, so this is what I do. Okay, first of all, I do shave my butt because
I don't blame you.
because when you poop, you don't want little poop.
Much smoother feeling.
Not even that. You don't want little poop residue on your hair, butt, right? Butt hair.
Dingleberry, what's it? Like dingleberries? Is that what's called?
Dingleberries, yeah.
exactly.
You don't want that, right?
That's what I'm saying. I've never gotten those, but that's what I'm saying. I'm not that hairy of a person.
Because you're
so-
prepped and ready to go. God has made you perfect.
No dingle, no berries.
So is that a thing? Like for
Yes.
like dudes? Like,
Yeah.
Probably like
Hairy
shaved down
assholes.
there
Yeah.
and oh shit.
It definitely is. I bet you can Google it. It'd be really nasty.
So what did you ask me? Do I look?
I mean,
Yeah, you look
I don't
after
think
you
it'd be
wipe.
nasty. I mean, like I said, like me, because obviously I've only seen my own butthole. Like,
So look, this is my little.
oh, so I mean, I just didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, yeah. This is my routine. All right. I wipe once, feel the texture, wipe, and I wipe until I don't feel the texture anymore, right? And then I look. And then I'm like, oh, there's still some. I wipe maybe once, one more time, 2 times. I look again. If there's nothing left and there's a sink available, I wet it, wipe one more time, and then wipe with a dry. And the wet and the dry, I don't look.
Flushable wipes, man. They'll change your life.
Yeah.
Just get some flushable wipes. That's what I do.
But there was a time.
Instead of having to wet it, you know.
I think we had wasn't there a time we had a big.
We had a big discussion. Big debate.
I think I didn't look.
I don't think you looked. I don't think you looked for a while.
Well, I did look. I do look. I did look. It's just, I think the question was, do you look every time?
Oh.
Maybe.
It might have been. I don't
Or I just got
remember.
a poopy ass.
One of the two.
Or both.
Getting rid of the hair will help that, though. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad we clarified that.
Yeah.
That was a very important part of this.
You guys opened a new world to me.
Podcast is over.
Welcome to Shorty Boy. I'm your host, Dino Bonanno, the Dean himself. And I'm here with 2 hooligans.
Scoundrels.
Hoodlums.
I got 2 people with me. The first man with me to my right, I have it written down. He's so special. I love him to death. Of course, he's coming with orange.
Favorite color, man.
This is what I wrote
I
down.
have to.
This is what I wrote down.
The orange part, you knew I was going to wear an orange shirt.
I knew you were going to
That's
wear
awesome. Thank
something orange,
Fair
right?
enough.
The Pakistani Power Man.
PP.
PPM. PPM. The only man on earth who should probably go to rehab for his Rocket League addiction.
Probably.
Most likely.
I need to.
How long?
I've been playing it on my phone. Sideswipe's really fun. You
That's.
should try it.
You just went straight from console to phone. That's
Dude, it's
pretty bad,
Yeah.
man.
It's not pay to play, so it's
I gotta
fun.
have it, man.
We.
Taking breaks from Rocket League just off my phone.
Oh, I also wrote. When did you graduate?
In December.
December
2021. So about 2 months
2021.
ago.
December to remember.
It was a December to remember.
Yeah.
A Toyotathon.
Toyotathon.
I don't know. Isn't that one of the December to remember thing?
Hi, I'm Ethan Rosendahl. And this is. Don't tell me you don't know who that is. It's a Dark Car Silver Spring. You know what I'm talking about? Anyway, he just graduated, but he'll still most likely be doing homework for the rest of his life.
The perfect excuse.
It's the perfect excuse not to show up to hang out with his friends. He's a piece of shit.
Play Rocket League. I mean, come on.
Play Rocket
I can't say
League.
that every time.
You could, but you wouldn't. You
It
know,
gets old, you know?
It does. You just seem like more of a piece of shit. Mr. Sean. Mr. Chown.
Meter Chong.
Mr. Chown. He doesn't have a last name.
Our friend.
He wasn't born with one. He's like Drake or Prince. That's all he's known as is Chown. Sean.
I thought his last name was Prince and his first name was formerly
Copyrighted,
known.
by the way.
$4 billion. Dude, I think it might be on the fucking.
Legally, like Ron
Legally.
Artest and
No, I
Meta
think you're
World
right.
Peace.
George, I think you're fucking right, dude. When did you meet me? How long have we known each other?
It was in 2010.
12 years.
It's a long time.
Fuck, bro.
You've been through a lot.
Where did we meet?
Probably Joe's basement. I'm almost positive it was either Joe's basement or Papa John's.
Or an amalgam of the two.
Or the bowling alley.
I came home.
That's what I told him.
Yeah.
Might have been at the bowling alley.
You got me a job at the bowling alley.
I know, but you might have came in.
That's exactly what I told him.
You might have like came in with somebody.
I was like the first time.
Well, Ian worked there for a while, and you were best friends with Ian. And
yeah, and I might have came in like George said.
Yeah.
Just to chill.
Because you were there. Well, you also worked with Gordon too, but didn't he know you before that too? No.
Gordon? No.
No.
He just saw me and wanted to stick his dick in my butt. Now this is not scripted, but I love you, man.
Love you too, man.
And I wanted to put that on record.
On file.
On real files. Okay? And another person that I love probably more than I should.
God.
Well, not a sponsored ad.
Well, well, I was gonna introduce you, so we're gonna. It's a good comparison.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
God, George.
You want to know what I wrote for you, George?
Don't start with G's.
Well, you can read it.
I'll read it. This next man is something of a myth. A legend. A story you tell your grandkids about around the fire.
Okay.
Right? Right?
I feel like this isn't going to go good.
it probably
Because
will.
around a campfire of ours, it'd be like, you remember one time that when George did that? I feel like I'd be the from American Pie. Stickler. I feel like.
Oh, yeah.
Or what's his name? Stickler. Stifler.
Stifler. That's what
I'd be
yeah,
Stifler.
yeah.
Like.
That's what he just talks about you.
And you remember when George did that dumb shit?
Legends say he can fall asleep anywhere and any time and still comprehend what's going on around him, which obviously is why the CIA uses him as a spy to infiltrate different places.
Were the microphones in his hair?
No, he's just an informant. He just, you know.
You call me a snitch? Cut. I thought you were going Dos Equis with it. I thought you were gonna make me like sound really interesting.
You don't want to be a spy?
You said informant.
Okay. Okay, he's a super not snitch for the CIA.
That's something a snitch would say.
That's exactly what a snitch would say. To the damn T.
The one and only George Guerrero. How you doing, George?
Pretty good. Yeah. Thanks for having me on.
How's your pubic hair?
Pubic hair?
Yeah.
Froey, I guess you could
Is
say.
it froey?
Girly.
Flowy and froey?
Yeah, is that the
both.
I've always wondered. What do you do?
Good.
Do you use L'Oreal on it or like?
Fancy Pro V.
I could see your pubic hair in a L'Oreal commercial.
Nice.
Will they air that?
Now, what's the one?
What'd you say?
Will they air that? Is that allowed?
I mean,
It could be.
George.
Do you remember the shampoo commercials with the kangaroo?
Oh yeah.
And in the commercials, the girl was always like, "Yes, yes,
Yeah.
So I could see it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's impossible, but
Yeah.
Early 2000s, definitely.
yeah.
Definitely.
And then you turn into silver liquid, and then it turns into a Capri Sun commercial. You remember those?
Yeah, those things are wild.
Remember that video where they make?
We're
fun of it?
30-year-old losers, by the way. That's why
pretty
we
much.
Capri Sun and the Australian kangaroo shampoo commercials just to let you know what we're talking about.
George,
You guys remember Goosebumps on Fox?
Oh, shit.
how long have we known each other, George? I know I just asked you this, but like, where did we meet?
The first time I ever met you, well, not met you, the first time I ever, like, I guess you could say met you, but it was at the bowling alley. And I'm pretty sure you were meeting up with, like, Ian or Joe, but we didn't really talk. So, like, the first time we actually, like, talked and, like, hung out was that night I told you about where you were so drunk that you let Steven convince you to let him drive your car,
But
even though he was more drunk than you.
I've done that too, though.
And then...
I did that on my birthday.
And I was able to convince you to let me sit shotgun, so you sat in the back seat of your own car.
You've done that twice. 'Cause you did that with me on my 18th birthday.
I did.
Yeah, we drove to Johnny's house.
Oh,
You still have
that
the,
was
you still have the
fucked up-
fucking Papa John's thing on your car, the Toyota.
I did.
Yeah, we drove to Johnny's house. I was
Always
pissed drunk.
clocked in, bro.
Dude, I literally just got done throwing up. Like, just got done throwing up. And I was like, dude, I'm good.
Wait, so we started
You
at
let me
Joe's,
Yeah, we
drive.
started at Joe's and you let me drive. Yeah.
and that's when I woke up.
with some big Hawaiian guy next to you, right? Or something like that. What happened?
Dude, it was the worst thing. It was the worst drunken story about me I could ever remember. I woke up in a house I've never been in. I didn't know what room I was in. I'd never seen it before. I was on a couch. I didn't have any clothes on besides my boxers. And I looked to my right, looked to my left. There was nobody anywhere. I looked behind me a little bit. There's a guy on a sofa just staring at me. A big, swole black dude in a tank top and heart boxers eating cereal. And he just goes, "Sup, N-word."
Dude,
And I'm just
what
like,
went through your head?
I was just like, I don't, what the fuck? And that was,
Does my ass hurt?
yeah. I was kind of just worried at that point.
I remember when you almost ran Steven over.
Oh
Yeah, that
yeah,
was wild.
I'm still saying
That
sorry
was
for
a
that.
what party was that? Was that a
It
graduation
was
party?
at Joe's for something.
I remember I was sitting on the stairs with, I think it was Megan or somebody, dude. I was sitting there talking to somebody, and all I hear is somebody barge in. Steven just got hit by a car. And I was like, and I run outside, and everything's fine. But I'm like, what the fuck was that about? Everybody's on the porch. It's like 2 in the morning, dude, and we're loud as fuck. I think you were revving the fucking gas, like being loud as shit. Oh my
What a
god,
fucking hoodlum, dude.
dude, his neighbors must have hated us.
Didn't one like mow the lawn naked or something?
Yeah, he was always in a Speedo mowing his lawn. Broad daylight. He has a little ass dog.
Oh shit. All right. Birds aren't real. Discuss.
What was that?
Birds
Birds are not real. Discuss.
are spawns of Satan, dude. I don't trust birds.
So Sean, no last name. You think
So you think they are real? You don't trust them?
Yeah.
you just think they're demons?
They're devious as fuck.
Bro, you're scared of birds, aren't you?
I'm not scared of birds.
You're scared of birds.
I don't
I just
Trust
don't
them.
trust them, dude. You can train a crow to do anything you want.
Yeah, right.
Did Logan tell you all that story when he came down about his crow issue in Seattle?
His crow issue in
His
Seattle.
crow issue. Him and
No.
Kay. We were at Red Robin for the party thing.
Oh, yeah,
I
no,
thought
he
they
was
had a
with you.
seagull issue.
Yeah,
He was with you.
He was having a crow issue, and he said that like every morning he'd come out and there'd be like hundreds of crows in his fucking backyard, just eating up on the trees and just being a nuisance. And he said one day, I guess he opened the door really hard and like scared them, right? Well, they remembered that shit. So like every day for like a week or two, they would put like these really sharp bones right where he would step out of the door, and he'd come out barefoot.
Get the fuck out
That's
of
what
here.
he was telling me, dude.
He was saying that.
He was telling us that, and then he said, I guess Kay was like starting feeding them, and then they became more like cool. You can train crows, man.
Wow.
It's terrifying. You can train
They
them.
have revenge for Logan?
Mm-hmm.
We gotta shoot these motherfuckers. That's crazy,
I
man.
want to add on to that
There's no
story.
way. I don't
Look,
believe that.
all right, so Allie has a story too. She was up in
About crows?
about crows, dude. She was up in Philadelphia, and I think her mom Gloria was working at the Philly office for something, and Allie drove her up there just for the day and was just like sitting on this bench by the river or whatever, and she was smoking a cigarette back when she smoked, and there was this crow. She was smoking cigarettes and she was putting them in the ashtray, and then she sees a crow, right? She feeds a crow a few times, and the crow's like flying around being all happy and shit because he's getting free fries or chips or whatever she was feeding him. But the crow kept on going to the trash can, the ashtray, and picking up the cigarette butts and putting them right next to her.
Oh, shit. Fetch.
Like, you give me food, I'll give you what you're putting out. Like, I'll give you what you're doing. You know, dude, crows are creepy, man. I don't like it.
It's windy up here, and I don't like it.
I don't trust them, man.
How do you feel about birds?
I like birds. I fuck with birds. I didn't know this was a hard-hitting
This is
topic.
a hard topic.
Well,
I didn't know you couldn't trust birds.
I
But
feel very
did
emotional
you
about
know?
this.
Do you guys know about birds aren't real?
Yes, I've seen them many
You
times.
know what I'm talking about?
They aren't real. So some people think they're not real.
birds aren't real.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Do you know about that, George?
No,
The whole
it's like
movement, dude.
conspiracy
There's
theory?
a whole grand movement about it.
Hold on, let me look on. There's probably.
I
a
remember
Facebook group.
when COVID started and people were saying COVID isn't real, the government just needs time to change the batteries out of pigeons.
That's good. No, but that kind of leads into it. It's like, all right,
dude. There's a birds aren't real page on Facebook, and
the guy who
Do they have a link to the Earth is flat as well, or
85,000 people like it.
85,000 people. So I mean, that's just on a Facebook group, right?
Just on Facebook.
All right. So this guy, his name's what? Peter McIndoe. He says that the government committed mass genocide against all the birds in the U.S. within the past 100 years and replaced them with like surveillance bots and shit, so they can spy on us.
So they think birds are like robots spying on us.
Yeah.
and people really believe that?
You just said 85,000, right?
Yeah.
85,000.
This meme
like
makes more sense then. This is the first meme in the group.
So what do you think?
I mean, I don't know what to think about that because I know birds are real.
How do you know that though?
So this past summer, a baby bird actually fell out of its nest while I was driving down Route 1, and it hit my windshield and exploded, and there were blood
shit.
and guts all over my windshield
What if they
instead of wires and cameras. So I'd have to assume they're real.
Okay, so if there's 85,000 people at the very least that believe this, all they gotta
Dude,
do
that's
is
7 billion people out of 7 billion people.
out of 7 billion, but
So very small sample size, or
Dude, that's hilarious.
but I mean, all you gotta do is kill a bird, right? Open it up.
well, I
Right?
mean, I didn't kill it, but that's kind of what
pretty
happened
sure
to me.
we can look up bird autopsies on YouTube right now.
Yeah, but I mean, George killed the bird.
I didn't kill it.
He
It
killed
fell
it
out
with
of its
his bare
nest.
Killed
hands.
itself.
Killed it with his bare hands.
In my car through the windshield
Yeah.
with my bare hands.
So, you guys don't have you don't find this, you don't see any credibility to this whatsoever.
The credibility that birds could be fake.
Well, we all know that it's fucking stupid that all birds aren't real, but what if some aren't?
I think that could be true. So I heard this rumor back in I think it was my senior week of high school. So we were down at Ocean City, and somebody, I don't remember who said it. I heard somebody say it amongst a group of people that the birds on the Ocean City Bridge, like the seagulls, like some of them are real, like birds, but some of them are also cameras to
I
like
believe
keep
it.
flow of traffic.
I believe
And like
it.
to watch traffic, like fake birds on the fucking bridge, like on the lights and shit.
Yeah, I could believe that, but I don't believe that all birds are fake.
So some, right? I mean, why not?
Who made
I mean,
it?
there are lots of
Who's
fake.
manufacturing? Who's paying for these birds? Are we paying for these birds?
Taxes. You just did your. Okay,
Bro, I did not
fucking
see a bird
shut-
tax.
Is that a write-off?
Is that I would hope so.
If you guys could be the size of Godzilla or the size of an 8-ball, what would you choose?
Godzilla.
Like an 8-ball of like a pool ball.
Like a pool ball. You'd pick Godzilla?
To be the size of Godzilla?
Yeah, either Godzilla or the size of an 8-ball.
What would be the size of everything around me?
It would
normal?
be normal, yeah.
Oh, then I'd want to be big as fuck.
Okay. All right. Okay. How would you go about that? How would you go about life?
How tall is Godzilla?
Because if you're gonna be Godzilla, if you're gonna be Godzilla, you're gonna have to live your life, right? What are you gonna eat? Swarms of birds?
But they're not real.
He's grown taller throughout his movies. In 2017, he was 984 feet tall. Jesus Christ! And then in 2020, he was 394. Did this motherfucker shrink?
Happens with age.
Pollution, dude. He lives in the water, right? Fucking forever
No
chemicals,
bullshit.
probably, dude.
Teflon
Oh,
and painkillers. Brewed in America.
Oh shit!
so you'd pick Godzilla. So what would you eat?
What would I eat?
What would you eat, George?
I'd probably just eat cows whole or...
How would you get there, though?
One fucking bite, just
How would you get there, though? Like,
How would I get there?
because you live
What-
in the sea, you're gonna have to travel miles to fucking North
dude, you can
Dakota.
eat sharks and whales,
Dude, if
bro.
I'm... Yeah, well, I don't like fish. Ah, damn it.
Yeah, oh, there
No,
you go.
you just said if I was the same size. You didn't say I had to live where he lives.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Okay, so you live. Where are you gonna live?
That's true, dude. Dude, 900
Where-
feet is tall, bro. Like,
Wherever
goddamn.
there's a lot of land, I don't know.
In the middle of North Dakota, where there's a bunch of cows, and you got a farmer friend who's
Yeah.
like, I'll let him stay.
Yeah, I guess like Clifford the big red dog.
You'll get a little blonde girl.
I'd be
little
really
blonde white
big,
girl.
but somebody would love me. I would think.
I would hope so. It's somebody's
Okay.
kink, dude. Somebody out there.
Oh yeah, there goes love.
What?
There goes physical love for the rest of your life.
Physical
You're
love?
gonna have to fuck like canyons and
Dude,
shit.
his dick would be huge.
Yeah, it'd be amazing.
His whole body is 900 feet. His dick's at least 200-300
I mean,
of that.
if you need to.
Dude, where would you shit?
The ocean.
Dude, that would take up so much space.
You have to walk across the U.S. If you're gonna live in North Dakota with the cows, you're gonna have to fucking walk
You gotta
across.
stomp across
You
it.
have to stomp across New York every day. Just take shit.
Yeah, but if I'm 900 feet tall,
You could dig a hole.
imagine how long my strides are when I walk.
That is true.
Could take an
It'd
hour.
take him like half the time.
Take an hour to go poop.
Yeah, I'd probably have to set an alarm. Probably have poopy time.
Take a newspaper with you in the middle of the ocean.
What would you do, Sean?
I'd probably do the same. Be big as fuck.
You wouldn't want to be small?
No.
Want to be small?
I'd be. No, I don't want to be inferior to everybody. That'd be terrible.
Who says small is inferior?
I'm not saying.
I'm taking this personal
Dude,
now.
all right, look. The size of an 8-ball. That's pretty much like
Yeah.
the size of this fucking McDouble right
Yeah,
here,
dude, you could like be in a movie like
I wouldn't be able
Ocean's
to
11
sit
and be
in
like
this
somebody's
chair.
pocket and rob a bank or
I
something.
wouldn't be able to sit in this chair, dude. How would I
You
reach
just,
the mic?
You'd sit on my like
My
elbow.
voice would be like this.
Yeah, that'd be dope. You can hide in places and
I thought you asked us what we wanted, not what you would want. Like, no, somebody pick 8 balls so I can put you on my shoulder.
I mean, you could get away with a lot of shit being
bro,
that small,
that
though.
McDouble that you just bought, that'll last you like a week.
That is true, but how would I buy it, dude?
You could work.
Dude, a dollar,
of y'all
a dollar bill would be bigger than me. Where would I keep them?
Dude, we don't need dollar bills
Where would I keep my
anymore.
credit card? It's the size of me.
We don't need dollar bills anymore. Did you hear about Sweden? What's happening in Sweden with the microchips?
Are they just paying with their arms? Like, what are they doing?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
So Sweden
So
is...
would you shrink the chip, or would it still be a full-size chip?
How would I
Are we
get?
still
How,
in the-
how would I get to the card reader? Like, how would I get to the card reader?
Oh,
How
you're
would people
saying
take my-
you're saying I'm not even bringing the chip with the 8-ball thing.
Oh, okay,
I'm just saying.
Oh, okay.
But look, I'll get to the chip. All right, but I'm just saying. Look, all right. So if you're Godzilla, you could fucking do Pornhub. Like he said, somebody's got a kink, right? You'd fuck a
Someone's gonna
canyon.
die.
You don't have to fuck nobody. You fuck a canyon. Somebody be like, yeah, I like that shit. And then you'd be fucking the next Mia Khalifa. Dude, thing with you. You got tiny little micro pee now. So,
I could literally swim in vaginas.
dude, I would pay to see that. You know how much money you'd get from that? Both of y'all.
I guess it
Pornhub.
could fuck a bug. Would that be bestiality?
That'd be gross, dude. Have you seen a bug on their bite, like close up, like their faces? Fucking terrifying, dude. Look at a fly up close, dude. They have like 500 eyes.
Let me look it up.
Look at a spider, like really close, dude.
I don't know if I
All right,
should.
look at a fly up close. Just look at them. Fucking terrifying, man. Like, come on. Who's fucking that?
Somebody is.
Not me. No matter how small I am, that thing would probably fuck me.
Oh man.
No, an 8-ball is way bigger than a fly.
Look at
Yeah,
look at
an
it.
8-ball is bigger than a
Okay,
fly.
fair enough,
So
fair
you'd
enough.
be kind of raping the fly if you're,
Into
God
that.
damn.
Dude, they're terrifying. Look like they got sunglasses on.
Yeah, he does. He's like a little aviator. But the microchip thing. People in Sweden is set
No,
to...
sorry to interrupt.
No,
I don't
go
think
ahead.
he's talking about.
You want to still be... You want to talk about Godzilla
I think he's
shit?
talking about physically. How would he, if he's that small, how does he get to McDonald's? How does he get to the drive-thru? How does he hand someone, if he's an 8-ball, that means he's this high off the ground. How does he hand someone in the drive-thru a $1 bill?
I drive a car.
You could fly paper
Or would it be
plane.
Stuart Little? Like the
Stuart
mouse?
Little, have you never? You've seen?
Would he be
There you
driving an
go.
RC car?
Okay,
Or-
all
Or a
right. I
drone.
would get
You
run
could just-
over in a heartbeat.
Fucking hop on top of a drone and you'd be good, man.
Ooh,
Control
now I kind of want
myself?
to change my answer now. If I could be that
No,
small
no,
and just get
no.
on ride drones and RC cars around.
I'm pretty sick.
Yeah, but no,
Dude, you're
now
big as
you're
fuck,
eating
dude.
whole cows now,
I'd
dude.
Don't
ra-
take back seats.
I'd
Yeah.
still rather be big.
You still rather be big? Okay, then you're big and you're small now. So, but you both can make money. How would you pick up a dollar bill? You just have a credit card.
Will the credit card be normal size?
Yeah, but you'd like
So
have it.
again, how would I physically?
You just like have it as a backpack, you
How
know?
would I talk to people? I don't have a phone.
Would a phone be able to pick up a voice that small?
Would a phone be that small?
We can put it on speaker.
How would I hold it? Like, I
Fuck.
can't carry that shit around.
That's
My
a good-
hand would be like this big.
Just carry an amp and a, I don't know,
Megaphone.
a megaphone.
Bluetooth. I don't know.
But yo, in Sweden, like you don't even need a credit card. In Sweden, they're set to be the first place on earth without cash, cashless society. They're driven, they want it, and what they're doing is they're offering. More than 10,000 people have done it already, where they're getting microchips implanted within the webbing of their fingers.
Ugh.
It doesn't hurt. You have tattoos. What are you whining about?
The webbing though.
Really?
I think about,
you have a tattoo under your arm, near your
Do you remember
armpit,
that? Do
dude.
you remember in Jackass when I think it was Johnny Knoxville was getting those paper cuts in between his fingers?
But that's
what that
different,
reminds me
man.
of. It just
Ah.
fucking freaks me out. I think it got between his toes too, dude.
But it's like a little pill, little tracking chip. Yeah, yeah, but you could choose what to put on it. So like you could put your bank account, you could put your vaccination validation on there for airport security. You could put your passport. You could put your clearance for your work fob. You could put a key fob for your car and your house. And you just go beep beep.
Dude, all these radio waves, that can't be healthy, man.
What do you think? I don't know. Is it radio waves or is it just like electro?
I mean, it would emit some kind of wave. I would assume.
Electromagnet. But we carry around phones though.
That's true.
You know what I mean? So like,
Well, I mean, we're almost there. Like, I can literally take my watch and pay for something. at
that's
the
what I'm
store,
saying. Like
know?
you have an iWatch.
Yeah.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah,
iWatch.
Apple Watch, yeah,
Apple
whatever.
Watch. Why the fuck would you like? Why not just put it on a watch? Oh, all right.
It already is on a watch. I can pay
that's
for
what I'm
anything
saying.
on here.
What's
That's
okay.
what he's saying. Why would people get a chip implanted?
yeah, that's a little. Well, I guess because you can get your vaccination card, your passport. I mean, that's a lot.
But
to
you could do
just-
that on a watch.
I
If you could
mean,
fit,
certain-
all, if you
Theoretically,
could
yes, you're right.
fit all that info on a small chip,
that is true.
you can definitely fit it on a watch that could hold a lot more data.
Yeah,
I mean, you're right.
I think the microchip thing will overkill.
It is a little overkill.
A lot of
but
overkill.
but let's just say that they offered that shit to y'all, right? You could put whatever you want on it.
I wouldn't do it.
You wouldn't do it?
Nope.
Why?
I have no use for it.
I
Just
mean,
a-
there's plenty of uses.
It's just a leisure that I don't need. Something I can live without. You know, it's not like a necessity. I guess you could say. I mean, neither was this, but I was gifted this.
All right, let's say we don't have phones or anything like that. No Apple Watches, nothing.
Carry on. I don't even use the pay thing on this. I still use my wallet.
You can't use a credit card. You gotta use cash. You gotta go to the bank every time you want to take out cash. Would you get the microchip or not?
I wouldn't get microchip.
No?
No.
Why?
It just seems like a convenience that I don't need. Like I can go to the bank and get money. It's fine. It's not that much of an inconvenience.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
I agree with you. I'm wondering. What about you, George?
Well, I don't see how. So you said if none of that shit existed before,
Like,
I don't see how a microchip that advanced would be invented before a debit card.
I see your logic there, George.
Like, how do you jump from going inside the bank, withdrawing cash from your bank account, and like, hey, let's get like physically implanted chips?
That's a huge leap.
Yeah,
Yeah, hugely.
It's a big skip. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. Is there any way you would get it? Any hypothetical like scenario where you
Like,
would
what
get that shit?
situation would you be forced to get it? kind of
Yeah.
thing?
What situation would you?
I mean,
you know what
I mean, to be honest, it sounds cool, like everything in one chip, but
Yeah. Okay. Well. All right. Go ahead. Go ahead.
yeah, I wouldn't do it.
You wouldn't do it. What would you be afraid of? I'd be afraid of tracking.
I'm not.
Because
I
check it
no,
out.
I wouldn't say I'm afraid of it. I just feel like Sean. I just don't feel like there's a need for it.
Yeah,
I
wouldn't
really don't
necessarily-
either. But there's gonna come a time, maybe, when our grandkids come about, your grandkids come about, that they're gonna implant this thing into us somehow.
Everything's already being tracked, dude.
Well, yeah, exactly. That's not that's already.
They're holding up their phones, by the way.
That's not, that's a given. But they're gonna put. You ever see sci-fi shit where in time, where they it's on their skin, their forearm, and they beep 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 beep. Would you do that? Your phone is on you at all time, or would you be stuck in the 2020s and have
I'd be
a
stuck
cell
with the
phone?
2020 cell phone. That's
Damn.
just
I don't think I would want anything implanted in me.
especially something that's probably made by like Apple. Or just like anybody, like I don't want
You
to buy
have an
something.
ad come up in the
Yeah,
middle of the
I'm
night.
just fucking sit there taking a shit, trying to like scroll through something on the internet, and it's just like
Terms
"You
of
need toilet
agreement
paper?"
and shit.
Yeah, it's like,
Oh yeah, listening in and shit.
buy premium today.
But
Like South Park, the
It's
Scent
implanted in me.
iPad.
Oh shit!
So you guys wouldn't do it. I really wouldn't do it either. But more than 10,000 people have already done it, and it's growing
Swedes are fucking
Like
crazy.
worldwide or in Sweden?
in Sweden.
I don't think it would go worldwide. I think too many people in America would be fucking pissed.
America would
Yeah,
not.
I mean, I get that, like just in Sweden, because it's like every country has their own currency already.
Yeah.
So if just people in Sweden are doing that, then that would make sense.
Yeah.
Because that kind of like become their new currency.
I mean, there's some potential. They said like if you get close enough, just like with a debit card, if you get close enough, you could steal information from somebody's hand.
That's true.
Like beep beep, just swipe. And if you cut off somebody's hand, you can get into their workplace
I was
or
getting
their
deep
house.
now.
You know what I mean? It's just
It
we're
sounds
gonna
like
have
the beginning of a movie.
we're gonna have
Like-
different kinds of murders going on here. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's
that
a
is
great
true.
movie
That
idea.
is a great
It-
movie idea. Hell yeah!
and it's happening. So
You hear that, you damn Swedes?
You're gonna get canceled in 10 years for that when Swedes take over.
who me?
Oh, George.
Oh, George.
That's what I'm saying. That I'd be that guy. You guys are gonna be like, you guys remember when George said "fuck the Swedes"? Well, look at him. How the turntables have turned.
For real, I'm gonna settle it down a little bit. I'm gonna ask you. I'm just gonna bring up a phrase, 2 words: Confederate flag. Yep. We just talked about shaving buttholes. Now we're talking about Confederate flag. Yeah, I went this way and then skirt.
I mean, people who fly it are just the people who lost. Like, why are they flying a loser's flag? They lost a war. Doesn't make any sense.
Can you think of somebody that lost?
A comedian said something like that. It was like, why would I wear a loser's flag?
Exactly.
And then he was like, that's like me wearing an Oakland Raiders jersey.
Exactly. Like, there's really no point of. I don't believe there's any point of like
All right.
representing it
Now,
or anything along those
I just think of
lines.
the Dukes of Hazzard.
This
when I
isn't
see
the
that flag.
1800s.
I am not disputing that at all. Don't get me wrong. I'm just questioning you. But let's say you have a family seal. Let's say you got a family seal and your family lost wars. They don't own any territory anymore. They were kings and queens, and it's just you now. And
So
you-
present day,
yes.
everyone now.
But
The only land you own is your house.
yes, but at one point,
Shaved butts.
shaved butts. They fought a war for slavery at one point.
Your family did.
Your family seal.
I think the
So what would you do at that point?
morally correct thing to do would be to resent that, because sometimes family doesn't mean shit.
Well, you
Very well
just
spoken.
said for slavery, so it could
Yeah, fought
so it
for
could,
slavery.
Like against it.
Like
No,
approving it?
No, for it.
Like they
for
wanted
it.
to have it.
Yeah.
Oh, then yeah, you can resent your family. Fuck them.
Okay, so let me ask you this: you don't have to say fuck your family, but what if you just change your family seal? So it didn't have the same seal as when they fought for slavery.
If everybody was okay with that, I feel like they wouldn't be in that kind of family. Because there has to be that one, or a majority of them are probably like, oh no, it's our seal. We can
What
do
if there's
that.
an already updated version of your seal,
Oh, then yeah.
but parts of your family are like, no, I'm gonna use the old one.
I wouldn't even give a shit about it.
I don't think anyone
Personally.
in Sean's family would sound like that. Sean's brown, by the way.
Very brown.
I'm on that one.
So if my dad ever said something like that, I'm like, what? You're a fucking doctor, dude. Like, chill out. Oh, shit.
I don't think that's so much that they believe in slavery, like your example. I think that's more just family pride.
Right. But like we said before,
Because like your family seal, like it could represent a lot of things.
right?
And slavery happened to be one of those things.
Yeah.
Like it could represent 100 things, and one of those things was slavery. But you have a lot of family pride, and you take pride in those other 99 things.
That's true. That's true. But that's like the American flag, right? Think about how much fucked up shit America has done and endorsed, right? But we still fly it. But it's always changing, right?
But that's what I'm saying, though.
So,
like, you might not
like-
believe in that one thing, but you
Yeah.
could really love your country. Just like you could really
Yeah.
love your family pride.
Like it means 100 different things, like you
Yeah.
said. So like, and not even that. America is still going. Like Confederacy's dead. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's still a part of your past. So like your family seal, for example, George, what would you do with that same question? If you had a family seal, there's two versions, an updated version and one version from the past where they fought for slavery. What would you do? Would you renounce it? Would you fly it
but
proudly?
that's very specific.
Well, that's
Because
I mean,
your family seal just represents your family.
mhm.
So you're saying if there was some kind of like symbol attached to my family that specifically represented slavery,
Well, it
it
represented.
wouldn't necessarily be my family seal because my family seal would entail my family.
Yeah, but if that seal
It
was.
wouldn't specifically just be about slavery.
Yeah, right. But let's say they used that in a war where they fought for slavery. But there's a new version of your seal. You could use that, or you could just say, fuck this. And a lot of people don't say fuck this to their family.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even though it does, blood is
Yeah,
not.
see, but that's what I'm saying. Like, because for example, I could say, well, I'd pick the old one, but just because I'm very family conscientious.
So you would be one of those people that fly the Confederate flag, sort of, and claim it's about heritage. So you could see where they're coming from.
I could see where they're coming from, but I mean, I don't like family seals, flags, any kind of representation. I could give a fuck less about that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I wouldn't really.
Symbolism's
personally.
stupid, but
Yeah.
here's the thing: like, when it's symbolism and it's still alive, it's always changing. Like America could be something different tomorrow than it is today, right?
Yeah.
But something that's already dead and meant one thing, it's not changing. It meant
Exactly.
what it meant.
It's not gonna change. Ever.
Right. So, I guess we're on this.
Let me ask this: the Confederacy was it? Because I mean, I don't know. I'm dumb about history and shit. Was the Confederacy specifically about slavery, or did it entail many different things?
There was a couple other things, like state rights. The first main thing was about slavery. The second thing was
Okay, I didn't know that.
about state rights, and there's some other tax shit. I can't remember the other. Like,
Yeah, I learned about it once and completely forgot about it.
but yeah, it was pretty much.
Okay,
that
so in
was the
that
main-
specific situation, I wouldn't get mad at someone waving a Confederate flag because, like, for all I know, they're waving it because of that specific tax. They believe in that specific tax thing or
Oh,
something
okay,
like that.
all right. Damn, this is a lot more neutral than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
I really
We're
thought.
brown.
Huh?
We're brown.
brown.
Yeah.
One white and two
Well,
browns.
actually, me and Sean kind of talked about this last time I saw him. like the Washington Redskins,
Oh yeah.
where
What are they called again?
Commanders.
yeah, they're the Commanders now.
I saw this meme
Yeah.
that said, "Isn't it funny how they changed their name to the people who killed the Redskins?"
Is it, I mean, what the
A little
fuck?
ironic.
But no, so I saw like this poll thing. I think it's probably on Facebook, so I mean I can't take it that serious. But like they polled a whole bunch of Native Americans,
Yeah.
and like 90% said they don't care and aren't offended by the name Redskins at all.
Yeah, no, it's 100%
And
white
then
Karens.
like 90% of the people who said that it's offensive weren't even Native American. They were just like social justice warriors.
Yeah, they're
like,
fucking-
no, don't do that. They're offended.
Yeah.
And they were like, no, we're not offended.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And some people were even actually like, oh, well, it's kind of cool we're being represented.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they used to have a Native. I don't know if they still did or like recently, but they had a Native American person who was like a super fan. He would go to every game in full garment.
Yeah, you told me he
could,
had like hawks and
Yeah,
shit,
you could
like,
probably Google
performing
him.
hawks.
Dude. Yeah,
Yeah, it's 100% like 16-year-old social justice warriors that have like blue and pink hair.
craziest part is not even 16-year-olds.
That
Like
are
people
fucking,
our age too.
Oh, they're fucking like 45-year-old old women that yell at people for not getting their double cheeseburger fast enough. Shit like that. But I guess we're on the same kind of page with the flag. So when it comes to like Mississippi, hardcore on it.
Their flag still has it in, doesn't it? Didn't they not
They-
like illegalize like segregation until like the 80s?
I don't know. Is that?
Yeah, you can look it up. Like when did Mississippi fucking
Decriminalize
decriminalize
segregation.
segregation? Yeah, I think it was like
Wow, really?
sometime
The 80s?
recent. Yeah,
Wow.
1970.
Jesus Christ! Segregation
So
ended
50
in
years ago?
Mississippi, February 1st, 1970.
Yeah, that's not that long ago.
There's people still alive that were alive during
That were
if
part
you
of that
think about
era,
it,
yeah.
If you think about it, segregation was like through the 50s and the 60s.
Yeah, and before that, like 40s and 30s too.
So it's not too far off, but I'm not surprised it's fucking Mississippi.
They were like the last state.
Yeah, but they're okay. So they're deep in it, and like you said, they fought for, like there was a debate about keeping it as a state flag.
Yeah.
So what do you think about that? When it
doesn't-
comes to government,
It doesn't really prove anything. I mean,
What?
what's the use of it of having that as the flag? Like, what are they trying to prove?
that's what
What
I'm
are they
saying.
trying to say?
What do you think? Do you think it should be taken out, or do you think it doesn't matter?
I mean, I think it really doesn't have a meaning, so I think it should get taken out.
Oh, it doesn't. It really doesn't, right?
It doesn't really have a meaning
Yeah.
to anything that Mississippi stands for or America stands for.
Yeah, it's
so
like-
why?
Well,
is it-
Yeah.
I'm not too sure what you guys are talking about. Like,
So-
does the Mississippi state flag have like a
look it
Confederate
up.
symbol
Yeah.
on it or something? And
Yeah.
it just recently got debated whether or not it should be taken off.
I don't think it was recent. It's been a debate for a while.
Yeah, it's in there.
It still is.
I don't know.
No, I
it
think
might be
that's
the
Or is the
flower
one with the
one.
flower the new one?
It might be the flower, but I think around.
But that was the original one.
Yeah, but I think like 6 years ago it was a huge thing. So I don't know what's going on with it now, but yeah, no, you're right. You're right. They don't
Yeah.
even exist anymore. So what the fuck is the point?
Exactly.
But we have symbolism in our shit that doesn't exist anymore.
We still have 50 states. Well, we don't have 13 colonies. which are
Well,
the
there you
stripes.
go.
So I guess that makes sense.
I
yeah.
mean-
so should it just be 50 stars and that's it, nothing else?
I mean, you could say it represents the past.
That's what they say.
Yeah.
But then again, Mississippi could say the same thing. Like, no, we want to keep the Confederate symbol because it represents our past.
Exactly. Yeah. Do you want a beer, Sean? Yeah, get a it's a 5%. Yeah, flag part's kind of an old issue, but it's still. I see black people
I
rock
think,
that
like-
shit all the time.
I think like the dumbest flag was like Oregon's. It got voted like the most stupidest flag.
Oregon.
Yeah, I think it was Oregon. Yeah, like it's just like what? State of Oregon. That's all it says. Like,
What is that?
you know how like every state has their slogan. Like I think Maryland's like called the Free State.
Old Line
Virginia,
State,
the Old
or-
Line State, Free State. Virginia is for lovers.
Yeah.
I fucking look up New Hampshire slogan.
Okay.
Fucking live free or die.
Literally,
That goes pretty hard.
It does go pretty hard, dude. I fucking like it.
Oh, it's on the fucking coin.
Yeah,
Is that where John McClane is from?
free or
Live free or die hard. They should just add the hard
I
part.
know,
Why not?
right? But like, if you look at like a New Hampshire license plates, I've been working in DC a lot, so I see a bunch of different state license plates when I'm driving.
It says that on the
Dude, it
license
says
plate?
New Hampshire license plate number, and on the bottom it just says "live free or die" in like italics. I'm like, that's badass.
It is. That's fucking cool. That makes me want to go to New Hampshire now. There's
New Hampshire's
nothing
beautiful,
there.
bro. It's gorgeous.
you
Appalachian
been there?
Mountains. Never been there, but I hear it's gorgeous.
Hmm.
Just type in New Hampshire and look at the images. It's probably fucking beautiful. I don't know. Look at that old dude.
Yeah, those are pretty stuff.
Look at
New
that
Hampshire
old
man
dude.
has been living alone for how long? Jesus Christ. 27 years.
27
now
years.
he's in jail.
That escalated rather
You gotta hit
quickly.
visit. I gotta see what happened here. We gotta see what happened here. What the fuck did my man do?
All right, New Hampshire man has been living alone in the woods for 27 years. Now he's in jail for
For refusing to leave.
I don't think we need to read it, but
Yeah, pretty self-explanatory.
Oh my god. This just happened 2021, August 4th.
My God, 81 years old. Why would you lock him up? Just let him live in the woods. He's about to die soon.
yeah, you got no much time left. Let him do his thing.
He was a U.S. Air Force veteran too. What?
How do you read that while I'm scrolling so fast?
I just saw. That's the first thing I saw.
Fuck, dude. I want your superpower, bro.
Reading.
Speed reading.
It's fundamental, my dude.
Did you not go to school?
One last question and then a topic. Is there any historical figure that inspires you in your day-to-day life? Sean?
Historical figure.
Yeah, anybody. Within the entire history of time.
The ghost of Stonewall Jackson.
Wasn't he part of the Confederacy or the Union? I think he was part of the Union.
I don't know.
Dude, honestly,
Talking about
No,
Anchorman.
Confederacy,
if
I think.
if there was a day that I thought about a historical figure that inspired me, I would say like never.
A person.
I don't think that a
Nobody
historical
inspires you?
Not really.
Nobody.
Not really. I mean, like for work, maybe like my boss or something. Like they make it, really good. Or
That's
do
not
good
true.
company.
That's not true. You
Like,
tell me about
know-
people all the time. You're like, dude, look at this fucking guy. He's fucking doing this shit. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah, it's 'cause I'm jealous. Like, just like look at this fucking dude. Like, dude has like.
So
look,
it's not
Mr.
inspiration, it's
like,
envy.
Yeah. Like Mr. Beast, for example. Have you seen his fucking videos? He just gives out money and does whatever the fuck he wants. Like, I would like to be like that. That'd be cool.
Yeah, I would hate him too.
He's not a historical figure, though.
Yeah. I mean, George Washington, why the fuck would I want to be chopping down wood with fake teeth? Like, I don't want that. I want to be the first president. I have no inspiration to do that.
So there's nobody. You don't get inspired. You just hate people.
I wouldn't say that.
You just get in.
I can respect it,
you
but, like,
jealous. You just get jealous of
envious.
people. You get envious.
In a way, yeah, but like, I have no reason to try to be like Benjamin Franklin. Like, why would I want to?
We're not talking. We don't have
invent
to
the
be
light bulb?
colonial
I'm just
here.
saying,
we
like,
don't have to be
give me
American.
an example of a historical figure.
Okay, mine, for example, Tupac. It's all over the fucking walls
Okay, why does he inspire you?
because he used expressionalism in a way that transcended the mainstream stereotype of what hip hop music was supposed to be, and he explored all avenues of his emotional venues.
That has no beneficial thing to my life.
I'd like to add that Dino made this question, so he had time to think about it, like a phony, like a cheater.
I really didn't have that answer ready.
Fair enough.
He's all
but-
over the fucking
Well,
wall.
He really is. That is true. But I can't say that I would think of somebody as like I would think back on and it's like, wow, that person.
I want to
really,
be like
Your
him.
dad, your dad, your mom.
Are they historical figures?
Are you joking,
Yes,
bro?
they are historical. They have lived in history. Anybody.
All right. Maybe I needed you to rephrase the question a little
Okay,
bit.
anybody inspire you?
So anybody
I mean,
older
yeah.
than me? 'Cause
Yeah,
I feel
my
like
dad- my dad's
historical.
inspired me.
The
He's been
word
through-
historical, I feel like you're talking about like historical, like
I would,
history.
I would definitely say my dad then because he came to this country with fucking nothing and made a lot out of it. You know.
That's
Like,
why you're a hustler.
Yeah. Like he
Okay.
came to this country with literally fucking a book bag and nothing else. And,
with two
For
bags and a rock.
well, I mean, I don't know about all that, but but I mean, I don't even know about a whole
He-
book, just a
he
book
did.
bag.
He
but
came
like
here
he
with-
came here with his brother and really nothing. He got a job. He got literally admitted to college free. He would bike to work every day. Worked a little fucking as like a waiter on roller skates for a
God
while.
damn, dude.
Worked his way through school.
What
Became
year
a
was
fucking
that?
doctor. In the 70s, 60s, dude. He said he
Damn.
could literally
Did your
ride his.
dad have like long flowy hair?
He had a fro, bro.
He had a
He had
fro?
a, he had a George fro.
Oh.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah,
That's
I
dope.
can maybe find it.
Can he be my historical figure? So-
George, do you have anybody that inspires you?
Nah, I feel like you kind of changed the question now. So, what do you mean historical? You don't even mean that old.
It doesn't have to be historical, but I mean, you could put Aristotle or you could put your uncle. It don't fucking matter.
Uncle Sam? He wants me.
He wants you to die for him.
Like a historical figure that inspires you on like what, like
On
a
a
day
day-
a day-to-day basis?
Yeah, that's too specific. Anybody that inspires you. Any historical figure that inspires you, but that could also mean anybody that has lived. Or do you just look in the mirror?
The past of you inspires you.
I'm reincarnated.
Look at a picture from a year ago. I never want to be like him.
You gotta get it together, bro.
Damn, that was dark. I was just kind of saying, damn, I look sexy and I'm the bomb, but okay.
It can go either way.
I mean, to be honest, I really don't know what to say without like sounding cliche. Like, you know what I mean? I could be like,
That's fine.
I could be like Dr. King, because, you know, I mean,
Is it personal to you?
I believe in what he believes in, but I don't think about Dr. King every day.
Okay, well then that's not really something that you can honestly say then.
Yeah.
Because everybody can fucking say king. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
Right,
like,
right.
So that's what I'm saying. I kind of feel like what Sean went, like, because what he thought you were talking about, like, just historic, like, way in the past. I'm like, I don't relate to anybody like that either.
There's nobody you thought in your life that maybe you came across as like, dude, he's dope. That's inspiring.
I think Mark Cuban's pretty dope.
So not even his...
Mark Cuban?
Mark Cuban's pretty dope. He's a great businessman, and he's a good businessman.
I don't know who Mark Cuban
He's
is.
the owner of the Spurs.
Dallas Mavericks.
Oh.
Dallas Mavericks. Not Spurs.
Oh.
Yeah, but he's also a fantastic businessman.
You're going to be CEO of something one day. Don't forget me.
I'm not.
Let me live in your boathouse or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, to be honest, I feel like if you wouldn't have brought up the historical part, I feel like Sean saying Mark Cuban makes a lot of sense.
Okay.
Because that's kind of like Sean's vibe, and
Okay.
you know what I mean, like just like
Okay, well then,
business
all right.
savvy and all that shit.
That
and,
makes a lot of sense then if it's
Yeah.
with you. Okay.
He's on Shark Tank. You ever watch Shark Tank?
The business show where you like
Where
present.
people present like new ideas and business
Yeah.
opportunities, and people are like, "Oh no, that's stupid."
I saw a clip where they cut it and it was like a kid coming in to present, and he was like presenting something, and they cut it to say you're shit. Get the fuck out of here. He was like crying. Good choices, guys. George just looks in the mirror. You inspire yourself, and I don't blame you because
said
I
that.
I look at a picture of you every day.
Fucking American Psycho, just
Christian Bale.
just
What's his name? Bates.
Christian Bale.
Bates in the movie.
no.
I just saw that movie, by the way.
Fucking name in the movie.
His name in the movie? Oh, I don't.
He
remember
wants
at
to be
all.
Paul Allen. I know that much. Fucking wants to be Paul
Look
Allen.
at that card.
Let's see Paul Allen's card.
All right, okay, I'm gonna make this swift. So the last topic I got is not new. It's old as fuck. Everybody knows about it. Fluoride. We were just talking about pollution in the water. Fluoride. 75% of Americans drink tap water. Right?
Yeah.
Do you guys know how bad fluoride is for you?
Decalcifies your brain. It's terrible.
You're right.
I actually have no idea what you're talking about.
They started putting fluoride in American water, tap water, sewage systems and stuff.
To technically clean it.
To technically clean our teeth, and it helped. It really helped with plaque and all kind of gum shit disease, but it could lead to, like, let's see, actually in large amounts.
Sean already said it, like it eats away at your brain or something.
Yeah.
Decalcifies your brain.
Yeah, it suppresses the strength and the potential of your pineal gland,
Mm-hmm.
which some people say is your third eye. It triggers
Your brown eye.
your brown.
Shaved.
Like your will of
Your
free,
shaved
like
brown eye.
your will of free thought. Pretty
Yeah.
much.
Or
Well, no, because he said it was like, well, everyone knows about it. It's a hot topic, but I don't watch the news, so
it's
Listen, not on the
toxic.
news.
It's toxic. So if you drink tap
you said
water,
75% of Americans drink tap water.
yeah, 75.
I didn't know it was that high.
Yeah.
I always get like water from like the refrigerator because it has that filter on it.
Yeah.
So
And I like, even since I was little, I always thought like sink water had like a chalky taste
It
to
always
it.
does. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't
Do
know
you
it was that
drink-
high. 75%. I
Yeah.
really didn't know it was that high.
do you drink tap water regularly? I try not to, but sometimes
That's what I'm saying. I always get water from the refrigerator.
from
and it
of a filter.
yeah, you know,
Yeah.
because it always has that filter on it. So yeah, I honestly had no idea it was that high. I didn't
That's
know it was
okay, though.
75%.
That filter, that's fine. But if you wanna drink tap water, just put it in the microwave. If you want like coffee or something for 2 minutes, and it takes away it boils it, clarifies it. So that's how I drink my coffee to get out the fluoride and shit. But it also lowers your IQ. It lowers your IQ. So it's a toxic to the developing brain. They did a study in China, in this Chinese town, where only this little town, everybody drank fluoride infected water, and over the generations, they did their IQ tests, and they all had 7 points lower than everybody else surrounding
Like
that
their
area.
predecessors, or
Yeah. Well, what do you mean?
like the people before them. So like, say I have an IQ, and then my son had 7 points lower than that. and-
Well, no, they had them drink the water. They were drinking the water for decades, and then they tested their IQ, and the towns surrounding that didn't drink fluoridated water, and they were 7 points. That town was 7 points lower, on average, in their IQ levels. That
Jeez.
there could be a lot of variables,
Yeah.
but it's shown that
yeah,
if you give
I don't. I mean, if it's been proven already, whatever. But I'm not sure I can trust that,
that
because like you said, there's a lot of variables.
yeah, there is a lot of variables, and I only had like bullet points, but I'm sure
Because
there's
like,
some
what are they
more to
doing
it.
besides just drinking the fluoride water?
Right, they could be eating
like, are they
shit.
smoking crack and
Yeah.
Eating shit.
Yeah,
yeah, and eating shit and getting hepatitis? Like,
Yeah, this whole town just eats their own feces.
So, but
yeah, why'd you jump to that? I was just thinking like drugs and stuff. It's like eating shit.
But yeah, infants. If you give tap water to infants, it lowers it even more when they grow up.
Oh, shit.
That
'Cause
doesn't surprise me, because they're already like developing and
Yeah.
sensitive.
Yeah.
So
So if you give like so breastfeed. If you ever have a kid, give them your supple little titty George.
nice.
Okay,
nice.
because if you put formula, it's tap water. Now, unless you heat it for 2.5 minutes, you're gonna be fucking up your
But
kid's
which
brain.
is what most people do anyway.
Just put a filter on it or something.
On my tit.
You could, but
Okay.
nothing is more
Well-
pure than the whatever secretes from your tit, George.
The milk teat.
I'd
milk
lick
from
your tit.
teat.
Yeah, but I mean, like, what if the mom is drinking?
You want to bring out your tit right now?
What if the mom is drinking tap water and drinking alcohol? and-
Is she pregnant?
Well, you said the purest form would be breastfeeding, but what if the mother
Oh,
is drinking
Yeah, they don't
fluoride
recommend that.
water or drinking alcohol?
Yeah,
or
they
something
don't
like
recommend that breastfeeding women drink alcohol or do drugs or anything, because it does literally secrete into the hormones that are
right.
provided
The
in
drugs and
milk.
alcohol, but I don't know about the water. If the alcohol does, I'm sure the water does.
We need to invite a doctor on this show.
That would be cool. Do you drink tap water, Sean?
No.
Not
I
at all.
can't tell you the last time I drank tap water.
Okay, good.
Maybe just to rinse my mouth out when I brush my teeth, but that's about it.
Even that.
Well, I mean, toothpaste has fluoride.
I mean,
in it.
everybody does it.
Toothpaste has fluoride.
Yeah,
in
and
it.
you swallow that shit,
Yeah.
whether you want to or not, right?
Yeah, it happens.
You're going to. But
Yeah, a
whatever.
very, very small amount.
Yeah, but every day, twice a day.
On a sidebar, one time when I was younger, I drank a bunch of Listerine and I threw up all day because I was just wanted to not go to school. It works. It was a really bad idea.
That's a great segue to unprofessional advice. So,
Don't
Can
do
our
that.
can our younger viewers tune out?
This is not a sponsored ad.
so
Scope.
So I asked Instagram if they wanted some advice. Asked just some simple questions. Some were long, so I only kept 3 very, very short ones. So this is the first one, guys. I'm gonna bring it to Sean and then George. The first one is, so kind of serious. How do you keep your mental state in check during this pandemic?
I really haven't. But how do you?
No, how do you?
How do I?
Yes.
Um,
So no. You said you haven't.
I mean, I really haven't.
You
Yeah.
haven't.
I mean, I've kind of just been coping and fucking digging it down deep inside. You
What do
know,
you-
it
like-
just kind of sits there. Like, this shit fucking sucks having to wear a mask, but I'm, like, used to it. I'm accustomed to it now. You know, kind of have no other choice. And, like, I kind of like the whole social distance thing, because I don't like people fucking being all up on me anyways. Like, standing close to me in line, that shit irks me.
That's true.
Yeah. Like, even before the pandemic, if you stand close to me, I'm just like, dude, get the fuck away from me. Stop breathing on
I mean,
me.
it didn't.
Like,
It didn't stop Black Friday though.
it didn't, but like people are
No.
idiots. Like,
People are stupid.
I mean, I do agree with the whole like. I mean, just
you don't have to go into that if you don't want to.
fair
That's
enough.
a lot.
Fair
That's a
enough.
lot
Fair
to go
enough.
into.
Fair enough.
Just
Fair enough.
How do you cope?
How do I cope?
Yeah, you play a shit ton of Rocket League,
I mean, I just kind of deal with it.
and you
Like, I just-
do a bunch of homework, even though you
I
graduated.
just work. I work and I play Rocket League and I kind of just mind my own. You know.
But don't you feel? Do you feel like? Do you feel different?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like I've not seen a lot of people or like gone to bars or like did what we used to do. Not sure if it has anything to do with just like, you know, growing out of that kind of phase, like where we'd go to the bar every weekend or go to parties every
Yeah, we
weekend.
are getting older.
Or if the pandemic had anything to do with that, because I used to love going to concerts. I used to love doing this, but now it's just like
Yeah.
kind of socially awkward.
Would you not go to a concert
I
now?
haven't been to a concert since.
But would you?
I don't know. I would probably,
You'd probably feel different.
I'd feel really different.
Yeah.
I just don't want to be
that's
around a lot of
crazy.
people, dude. It's just weird. It did kind of fuck up the whole stigma of just like being around a lot of people.
Yeah.
And people are crazy now too, dude. You never know what's gonna happen in public. You never know.
Now they're doing
You never knew before either.
No, yeah, but it never
the
was
Joker
really.
guy. Remember the Joker guy that started it all, kind of, with Columbine and Virginia Tech, and then the Joker guy and the
Movie theater?
Oh, the Batman
Yeah.
movie?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking nuts.
Showed up to court in purple hair. Purple hair. Didn't he have purple hair in court?
Yeah,
It was like
yeah.
purple or orange. And
Yeah,
so, like,
something wild. It was
put like, a
orange.
side-by-side photo of like a Muppet.
Yeah, it was orange.
hair.
It was orange. Yeah, I remember that.
All right, so George, how do you keep your mind, your mental state in check? Bring the mic a little closer. I wanna smell your breath on the audio.
Ugh.
How do you keep your mental state
I mean,
in
as
check?
the question was like coping.
How do you keep your mental state in check during this pandemic?
To
How do
be honest, the pandemic hasn't affected me at all.
Really? You don't feel any different? Nothing's changed for you?
Because I'm just like naturally an introvert. I never like. To be honest, I feel like everything's normal.
Dude, I feel the fucking same, bro.
Yeah. See,
You
I'm
know me. I
more-
don't do nothing.
Yeah.
I'm in here.
Like as far as like us three right now, like I feel like this is the same group it would be on a regular Saturday night.
Yeah.
Like we have nothing to do. Like Dino's like, come over and drink beers. Except now we're drinking beers and we're recording what we're saying.
I talked about doing this for a while too.
we tried it, remember?
Yeah.
And it was fucking horrible.
It was terrible. There was
I
no.
mean, this is. Let me just put on record. This is still bad.
But there's structure.
This is still
But
very
there-
fucking bad.
but
This
there's
is
structure.
the worst shit ever. But
But there's structure. There's some
There's
structure.
You're a little bit more. There's. You can lean back. You know, chill, smoke. I don't have music playing. Nobody's trying to be something they're not.
Yeah.
I think back then, everybody, at least I
Well,
was.
I mean, you
yeah.
told me there was only one mic and it was a group of
Yes.
drunken high people yelling over each other.
Yes, yes, that's exactly what it was. Do you remember that?
That was terrible.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was fucking
thinking the
horrible.
mic was the little fucking like mic cut your
Yeah.
computer. It was terrible. Yeah.
Yeah, it was fucking
Oh my
horrible.
God. Yelling.
So I agree with you, George. Totally. I'm totally an introvert. I don't feel like much has changed, except what about at work though? Don't you go places and do things? Weren't you cleaning COVID for a bit? You were clean. That was
I mean, I still
specifically your
do,
job.
but I mean,
You still do?
but that's what I'm saying. Like, work is work. Like, so like, I always like whether it's like I'm doing a COVID decontamination or I'm doing a water extraction / flood. I always bring like it's just like business as usual. Like whatever kind of job I'm doing, I bring the proper equipment. So when I do a COVID clean and I'm like putting on my mask and my filters, I just feel like
Doing
I don't think of it as COVID. I think of it as I'm doing a job that requires this equipment.
Exactly.
Dude, that's
yeah.
great.
And when I'm doing another job, I'm like, okay, this job requires this equipment.
Yep. That's exactly how it is. Yeah.
That's dope. That's because me a while back, I would have had a panic attack every day when I did that shit. If I were you, bro. That's great. You don't. You chill. You don't give a fuck.
Well, what would have gave you a panic attack?
Just being. I got COVID, and then I became a germaphobe before I chilled out again for a little bit. I was wearing like 3 gloves, 2 masks. I was wiping down my cereal when I got it from the grocery store. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, no, I mean, I've definitely seen that. Like, I've seen,
You know?
like, I remember people like 7-Eleven, Wawa, Royal Farms, not sponsored. No, like, people just like, because, like, all the cups are stacked together.
Yeah.
Like, I remember people, like, pulling out a cup and wiping it, and then, making their coffee and picking a lid and wiping it.
Even before the pandemic, I never take the first cup.
Yeah, me either.
I never take the first cup. I've
That's
never
smart.
had.
I always grab the second cup, and I always grab, like, the second cover.
Yeah,
Like the coffee cup
exactly.
cover.
And the straw in the back, usually. Or from the back.
Dude,
But that's what I'm saying, though.
Yeah.
Like, I just feel like it's business as usual. Like,
Yeah.
I'm doing the same shit I've always done.
Just with a mask on.
You guys are
yeah.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
you guys
really.
are sensible and smart. I mean, wasn't there a challenge where people were licking doorknobs or something?
Man, that was a little overkill.
Or something? I mean,
Just people being stupid.
Yeah,
So
but-
business as usual.
Yeah, you're right,
that's
you're right,
true.
you're right, you're right.
True, that is true. People still eating shit too. Like, I mean, people are still doing weird shit.
Yeah, you're right.
People eating ass. Like, things are getting weird.
Whoa.
Like,
What you got against eating ass?
There's nothing wrong there's nothing wrong with eating ass. Especially if you
what's, the
shake
next,
it.
what's the next question?
It's funny you brought that up because I was watching the movie remake of Chips.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, and there's like have you guys seen it?
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, so
I've seen the old one.
well, yeah, there's the show Chips, and then there's the movie remake. It's like with Michael Pena and the dude who's married to Kristen Bell.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a scene where he's like it's like an ongoing gag through the movie where they talk about eating ass. And then he was like, I went on a date and I ate her ass. He was like, what? He was like, yeah. He was like, that's first base now, bro. And he was like, what do you mean? He was like, that's not normal. He was like, whenever you go on a date, go to the bathroom. If there are baby wipes, that's a green light. That's how you, he was like, that's how you know her ass is clean.
First base. That's funny.
Oh, I wanted to say, Logan told me a story. I don't know if he heard. He actually called me a really fucking mad and like.
Was it about the crows?
It was not about the crows, but he went to a 7-Eleven to get some Jacks, and
My man just walked.
my man just walked, and he went up to the door, and he tried to open it and it was locked, and then it had a screen right at the door, and it said it had like a video camera showing his face, and it said, and it spoke to him, and it said, please remove your mask. Show your identification. Like
No
it
way.
wanted you to show your face.
No way.
And then once he did it, it said, please put your mask back on. And then the door unlocked.
No way.
Yeah.
That place is never getting robbed.
Do you think
It's
that's
never getting business.
Yeah. fuck
no
that.
bullshit? Do you think it's COVID, or do you think it's because they got robbed a bunch of times?
Probably robbed a bunch of times. It's definitely overkill.
But also, they probably could have gotten robbed a bunch of times because COVID, and now everyone's wearing masks.
Word.
And they're like, all right, just in case he's a
I mean,
robber.
it's
Like, just in
easy,
case he's a
yeah.
robber, let's see him without his mask on.
Yeah, because I mean, dude, anybody
You
can wear a
can't-
ski mask
You
nowadays.
can't tell now.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, this is best. I bet robbers have great times
Oh,
during the
yeah,
pandemic.
they're chilling.
My man's just walked.
They're eating good.
Yeah, the man just walked in.
He's walked in like it. Look at him.
All right, next question. This is probably going to go really fast. How do you keep smiling through the pain? That was a real question.
That's deep and dark.
The same way I deal with COVID. I just don't think about it.
All right, George.
Wait, what was the topic again? You said it's
this was the
unprofessional.
Unprofessional advice.
Unprofessional as far as what? Like
The question.
professionalism, like if you're at work.
Like, we're
or-
not therapists. We have no, like, if
Oh, so
anybody
we're
fucking-
just
we're
because of
not-
the fact we're not therapists. It's
we're-
unprofessional advice.
The fact that we're not qualified to give this advice makes it unprofessional advice. Yeah.
Oh well, then
Yeah.
I mean, I have no idea. The same as everyone. Just
Okay.
like fuck it.
Dig it deep
Just
down
say
inside,
fuck it.
dude.
Hey, just say fuck it. That's great.
Dig
All
it deep
right.
down inside and worry about it before you go to bed. or in the or in the shower.
Wait, what? What
Yeah,
did you say?
like dig it down deep inside for the day and then worry about it before you go to bed, or when you're in the shower.
I wanted this to
You
go
know?
quick. That was really
you just-
dark.
When you're asleep, and you're just like, fuck, dude.
Yeah, you
they
just
suck.
ignore it until it manifests into depression.
Yeah,
and you
dude.
become a serial killer.
Yeah,
I'm a
man.
tumor. I'm a tumor.
That's what pills are for, Dino. Back to the OxyContin thing. That's why people
Okay,
do
all right.
drugs.
Okay, this is the very last question of unprofessional advice. How do I get my poop to come out faster?
Oh, you definitely have to ask Sean.
Apples.
Are you serious?
Eat apples, bro. They're high in fiber.
That was
They'll
quick.
make you shit. I had the conversation with Allie the other day.
Really?
Yeah. Well, she didn't ask
I
me
don't
like how
know.
to make
You
her poops go
sure?
out faster, but apples are high in fiber, dude. They're
I
really
mean, you
good for
could've
you.
said
So
prune
anything
juice.
high in fiber?
But yeah, anything high in fiber. Prune juice, apples, bananas, anything high in fiber, bro.
George?
Eat some fiber. Make
I
you
have
poop.
no idea. I've never even thought about it. But now that I know, thank you.
Yeah, dude.
Oh well, actually, I would have recommended drinking coffee.
Oh, very good.
Also, the way you sit on the toilet, you gotta sit
I was gonna
right.
say, when I sit on the toilet, this is what I do. I pull my butt cheeks as far as possible from each other as I possibly can.
Okay.
So I don't have to wipe as much, right?
Oh, okay.
Does that make logical sense?
No, I've never
Yeah.
done that.
Why? Because if you pull
Well,
your
you
butt-
have
That sounds like it'll tear my asshole apart.
it might a
in
little
your
bit.
bathroom, you have that little footstool thing.
That's what you gotta do.
And
the poop stepper thing.
yeah,
Yeah.
so
Put your
I was
feet
like,
on
what
that.
the fuck is that?
That
It was actually
works.
it happened here, and Sean was like, "Have you tried the what'd you call it? The poop stoop or something?"
the poop stool, I think.
Stoop.
Yeah,
I don't
he
know
was
what I
like, "Have
said.
you tried that?" I'm like, "No," and you're like, "Dude, if you have to poop."
Put your
Try
feet
it
on
out.
that. Like, just put your
Yeah.
feet on it, dude.
So I agree with you. Like positioning.
Changes your whole poop.
Yeah, like
Changes
because
your
I
whole
put my
poop.
feet up on that bad boy and I
That poop is done for. Like, dude, if I'm wearing my Timbs, especially, I always keep my Timbs on when I poop. Like if I'm at
What
like
is
if I'm at home,
Timberlands?
like if I'm
Wait a
at home,
minute.
look,
Not sponsored.
look,
What does Timberlands
look.
have to do?
Because my boots are big as fuck. They got steel toes. They,
Oh,
they
you're
lift me
saying
up
the
on the ground.
elevation. Oh, the
Yeah, the
elevation.
elevation. So like,
Oh.
so
it's
like
like
when I
you
get
have
home
the
from
stool.
like when I
Yeah.
like when I get home from work, like I don't even take off my boots if I have to poop. I'm like I'm just gonna poop because it's a good poop. You know, my Tim's
You might as
on.
well just wear some heels, stilettos or something. That
That
might
sounds
work.
like it'll hurt my feet, but
But you do
bathroom red bottoms. I like it. Patent pending.
special pair sitting by the toilet.
Oh yeah, you just put them on every time you go there. Yeah, that's great. Do you get what I'm saying though? Try it. Spread your ass cheeks apart as far as you can, and then sit down.
As far as I can, or just far enough.
as-
Like you make it,
like look,
you make
hold
it
on,
sound
hold on.
painful.
Hold on. So like before I sit down, do I spread and then sit so they kind of like stay in position? Like,
Yes.
That sounds painful, dude.
Do it.
Do you shave like that
You're gonna
too?
tear a sphincter.
Yeah, dude. That sounds like it hurts.
No, I shave just regular, but
It
Did
does
you ever
sound
use the bidet at the Ocean City house?
I can't do water in the butt unless it's like a baby wipe.
But you can
know.
spread your cheeks as far as possible. I'd rather do the bidet.
Yeah, dude. The bidet is awesome, bro.
I
Changes
don't know,
life,
man. It's. I feel a little intrusive. It feels a little intrusive.
dude.
Feels violating.
Spreading your ass apart over a body of water sounds intrusive. Like that's
Dude,
like
it-
a
it-
splashback. Like it's gonna splash right back at you if you have a big poop.
But it like stops the poop from getting on your butt cheeks as much, if it does at all. So if you have a log, let's say you got a big log, you spread it, and the log just goes. And
Toilet
That's
paper companies hate you.
All right, cut. Please cut.
It's a sponsored ad.
We're sponsored by Sherman. Please cut.
All right, so go home and try it. This has been.
That's something that's never
think I
bothered
will.
me that much.
I don't think I'm going to try it, dude. I'm going to be
Yeah.
fully honest. I'm not.
Really?
I'm scared. I might get a hemorrhoid
Yeah,
from
to
it,
be
dude.
honest, like because we talked about this earlier, I do the same thing. I wipe, and then and then I get the toilet paper wet, and then I wipe, and then I dry.
Yeah, but it would be a lot faster and easier if you spread your cheeks too.
As far as possible.
As far as fucking possible.
Split eagle on that shit.
Yes.
Nice. Where do the ones come from? They just fall out the ceiling.
Do you guys have any Anything important to get off your boobies?
I have a question.
Are we doing
Oh, you have a
closing
question?
topics?
There was, I guess, another topic.
I am completely done with
There
what I
was
got.
one superpower you could have. What would it be?
I want this reading.
Reading, speed reading. Oh yeah, he answered that earlier.
Yeah.
He wants your speed reading.
No, I want the ability to retain everything I have ever comprehended.
Okay.
Or not. That sounds so redundant. I want to be able to retain everything that I ingest.
Okay.
Not ingest, but
Anything
you like,
important,
like you
like-
that you can retain. Yeah.
Yeah. Anything I see, anything I
Like
see.
photographic memory. kind of
Yes.
Type of thing.
Because I could read a paragraph 50 times
It's ADHD, my friend.
and not comprehend it.
It's prime ADHD.
And if I can do that and I just read a Stephen Hawking book, I'm ahead of the game.
Adderall is not a superpower.
No, there's Family Guy did a thing on this. Like if you're a writer, it doesn't help you become a better writer. It just helps you write
Faster.
more shit.
True.
Right?
True. I can see
Which
that.
sometimes is good.
I can see that. Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can pick out what the best ones. But yeah, I did 3 songs in like 1 hour once.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Off Adderall?
Yeah.
Oh jeez.
I take
As
it
an
every day.
adult. Yeah.
I'm prescribed to it, so. Well, to Vyvanse. Take one every morning.
Oh man.
It's nice.
We might have to work something out.
George, what's your superpower?
What's your superpower? Mine was boring. It was just like fucking.
Comprehending.
Yeah, it was just like fundamental normal human shit.
What's your
Cool, Vito.
what's your superpower? I wish I wasn't stupid.
Oh, bullshit, dude.
Shit.
What's yours, man?
Dude, I have no
Think
idea.
about it,
Like
Deshaun,
they
you-
all sound great, dude.
Yeah, but you also gotta take the bad with the good, though.
I would want to be able to manipulate probability. Everything's in my favor.
Manipulate probability.
Yeah.
So
So
you wanna-
you'd be
so everything's-
Domino from
so-
X-Men.
So everything's in my
Oh,
favor.
yeah, you're right.
So everything's in my favor.
You'd be the only one in a Final Destination movie that lives.
Exactly.
You do whatever the fuck you want.
Exactly.
Shit blows up around you and you don't care.
Nothing would happen to me.
But okay.
What are the chances of me flying right now? I never have a superpower. 1 in 10 billion? Shit, I'm gonna change that to 1 in 1. I
But
can
here's
fly.
the thing: you will lose. You gotta take the bad with the good. You will lose. You will eventually lose, like, the fear of death. You'll lose adrenaline. You'll lose the adrenaline rush of anything.
That is true. I'd be
Things
numb
will
to
get
it.
boring.
I'd be numb to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get bored quick
That is true.
because you're like,
I can do whatever I want. But I would be a little bit more relieved, just because I know nothing's against me.
that's true.
You know,
This is very psychological.
like I'll never get into a car accident. I don't have to worry about driving on
That's
the
true. You never
highway,
get
you know?
COVID. Nothing.
Yeah.
You can lick people's fucking faces and just.
What are the chances?
You gave them COVID, but you never had it in the first place.
Damn.
like some Chuck Norris shit.
Yeah, really,
Some Dos
though.
Equis.
That's a good question.
I guess I'd just say flying.
Fair enough.
The ability to fly. I don't know. I can't think of it. Like I said, it all sounds great.
That'd be pretty tight.
I'd be happy to have any kind of superpower, to be
Have you
honest.
ever had a lucid dream?
A what?
A lucid dream where you knew you were dreaming and then you controlled it?
Yeah, I've had a few of those. They're awesome.
I only had one. I was 13.
Oh,
No, I've never had. I wish I had that.
Dude, yeah.
yeah. Train yourself. You can do it.
It was accident.
Stop drinking tap water too. Sorry. Go ahead.
Fluoride.
I was 13, and in the dream, Cosmo and Wanda came to me, and they asked me what I wanted. So I was like, okay. So I guess at this point, I can make my own shit. I was thinking about what I wanted, so I wanted to be Spider-Man, and so I was Spider-Man, and I was really doing that shit. I remember it to this day. I
What is
felt
that?
it.
A lucid dream.
A lucid dream, and I was controlling it. I remember it.
Like a dream you have full control of.
I changed my house.
Is that possible?
Yeah.
Completely possible.
I've never had one. I wish I've had one. All my dreams suck.
I just imagine Patrick sitting in that white blank space on a fucking.
The seahorse.
I lost my quarter.
Dude, Sean told me about like a dope ass dream he had where where like we broke into like Arundel Mill. Like you know, like malls have like showcase like sweepstakes cars.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Shaw told me about a dream where like we were in the mall, or like they closed the mall and they didn't know we were still in there, and we like got in one of the sweepstakes cars and we're just driving around Arundel Mills and shit.
Yo, I
was
think
like-
that might have been like shortly after Black Friday because we were probably there.
That's cool as shit.
That's probably what it was. I think that was like 6 years ago. I think it was the year we went to Tyson's Corner for Black Friday.
Might have been. I still have that rock. Me and you got that rock.
Oh yeah, the rock.
Yeah. So,
All right, guys, this has been Shorty Boy. By the way, it's called Shorty Boy. I just made it up within 10 seconds.
like just now.
Not just now, but like I wanted to call
When you
it.
first started.
Yeah, I wanted to call it unprofessional, but you wouldn't believe how many podcasts are called unprofessional. So I was just like,
No, I can believe that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably quite a few.
Sounds
College
like-
dudes doing the same exact thing right now.
yeah, just
with
dumb,
a name called
yeah, dumb
unprofessional.
shit. So this has been Shorty Boy. This has been very interesting. Two guys I adore.
Buttholes, Confederate flags, fluoride, Teflon, painkillers.
And buttholes again.
And poop.
Oh yeah, and back to butt and poop and
a lot of butt stuff.
Not enough actually.
I don't know.
Keep it going. It's like
But I love you guys.
we can get bootier, like Beyonce. Tune in next episode.
Whoa, that's unprofessional.